I just want to record this video to remind you that if you have some sense, some feeling, some awareness is a better word to actually use, that something is manipulating your energy field, something feels like it's pushing against you in a certain way, I'm here to remind you to trust that something needs to shift in that moment, and that actually you are out of alignment in that moment, or something in your field is seemingly out of alignment with your heart. I'm going to be sharing with you in this video how to trust that, how to regain your power, and move towards what your heart wants moment to moment, making sure that you are creating what your heart actually wants. So if you're new to this channel, what I want you to do is I want you to hit that subscribe button. I want you to hit that notification bell because I do post a new video every single day. Also, if you want to work with me one-on-one personally, hit the link that's in the description box of this video to apply for a free consultation. It's also going to be in the comments of this video as well. Now, the first thing that I want to share with you in this video, the message that I have for you right now, is number one, do not tolerate energetic disharmony. I'm not here to be an authority figure. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. You do whatever it is that you want to do. But in my experience, I have found it incredibly valuable to make a choice to simply not allow energetic disharmony in my reality anymore. Because what's happening is that every moment is an opportunity to have a relationship with something, with a person, with a situation, even with a living space, even a medicine, like a plant medicine or something. You have a relationship with everything in your life. You are in relationship with life itself. Now, what's happening is that you can get into a dysfunctional relationship, which means that consciousness is experiencing consciousness in a disharmonious way. In a way where that aspect of consciousness is interacting with that aspect of consciousness, and there's actually friction happening, and that's the dysfunction. Friction, there's energetic friction. I'm not necessarily talking about arguments or conflict. Conflict is a natural part of existence. I am talking about energetic disharmony. This is a very specific topic, and you can actually be conscious when something is not in harmony, when something is wrong. Again, I always say this in the videos, not that there's anything wrong, absolutely speaking, or in the sense that anything is wrong for being in existence. I'm saying you are a relative being in this universe, and some things are wrong. Some things are not in alignment with your highest intentions. Some people don't have your best interests, and you have to be aware enough to notice when something is out of alignment and to simply say no. So the first message that I have for you here is to not tolerate energetic disharmony in your experience. That's what I really encourage you to do. Now, again, you do what you want, but I'm simply making an invitation here to you to increase your experience of life by at least tenfold, if not 100 times better, or even thousands of times better, because each moment is seen as sacred, right? If something is not sacredly being done, if something is not being done with consciousness, with intention, you have enough awareness to catch that and to say, no, that's not part of my field. I don't accept that. I don't accept negativity in my field. I don't accept disharmony. Now, what is negativity? I'm not talking about arguments. I'm not talking about expressing. I'm not talking about passionately feeling your emotions. I'm talking about energetic disharmony. You need to have that awareness to understand what it is that I'm communicating. And if you don't, well then, I can always support that through coaching, or leave a comment down below, ask whatever questions you have or whatever. But I'm here to teach you or just send a message to you. I'm not here to be an authority figure, but just to remind you that actually we need to take responsibility of our energy field, and not tolerate energetic disharmony. That's the first thing that I want to share with you in this video. Okay, so just keep that in mind. That's the message. Now, the second thing that I want to share with you is to understand that actually you decide what's acceptable and what's not in your consciousness. You decide. I want to remind you that you are the decider of what is okay and what is not okay. If you resonate with something and you say it's okay, then it's okay. If you're in a situation where you don't feel okay and you choose to be there, that's you deciding that is okay for you to be there when it's not okay, actually, but you're saying that it's okay. You have that power to remove yourself from environments that are dysfunctional, that are disharmonious, that are not in alignment with your higher self, with your highest vision, with who you prefer to be, with what you want to create. So the first step to stop letting your energy field be manipulated is to decide what's acceptable and what's not, and fully own that you're allowed to do that. You know, most people don't allow themselves to decide this is okay, that's not okay. Why? Why have we lost touch with owning our experience to the point where we are allowed to not want certain things in our experience? And it doesn't mean we're in fear. You know what's funny is that when you're fearless, some people will try to convince you that you're in fear and to sway you back into their reality. Not a coincidence. I've had people tell me, oh my gosh, you're in fear, Francis, you're in fear. No, I'm not in fear. I have discernment to know what's best for me, and I eject that situation and I do what I have to do. And of course, I leave that situation with a bright aura, with a bright light, unaffected by the situation. Not by coincidence, right? And people are going to project to me, oh my gosh, you're in fear. There's something. No, there's nothing wrong. I'm not in fear. I'm totally cool. Thank you. And that doesn't mean that you're actually angry or resentful or there's something wrong. People are going to think about all these things like, no, actually, I know what's best for me. Thank you, right? That's the level of harmony you want to have. That's inner peace, actually. Inner peace is not just like, oh, it's all love and light and just no. It's not tolerating dysfunction. If you tolerate dysfunction, it's not love and light. That's the opposite of love. Tolerating dysfunctional behavior, tolerating dysfunctional energy is the opposite of love. Speaking up for what you need to speak up for moment to moment, if something is not resonating, that is love. Having strong boundaries, that is love for you and the other. You're both honored in a situation. People try to convince you that why are you not honoring them? Because I can't honor you if I don't honor myself. I come first. My energy field comes first no matter what. I don't care who I'm connecting with. I don't care if I'm connecting with my family. I don't care if I'm connecting with a really close friend. I don't care what kind of a connection it is, no matter how deep of a connection it is. If I'm not connected to myself first, there's no connection happening here. It's just not a real connection at that point. It's just two bots attacking each other. It's just two unconsciousnesses creating friction. I don't do that. I can't do that to myself anymore. If there's energetic friction happening between two aspects of consciousness, and I notice that I'm playing that role and playing into some sort of unconsciousness, I say no to that because it's just not acceptable to me anymore, at least. And of course, it never is acceptable, but I didn't have the consciousness, I don't have the awareness at the time to see that that's what I was doing to myself in past moments of my life. We would never hurt ourselves on purpose. Never. If you were conscious of what you're doing, you wouldn't go there. It's impossible. Because if you're really conscious that something is dishonoring you and the other, and of course the other is a part of you, you would not be engaged in that. There has to be a certain level of unconsciousness or awareness to believe that, you know, somebody else is affecting you, or there's somebody to blame, or like outside world projection. Stop that whole sham and take responsibility over what you accept in your life and what you don't accept in your life. And what you'll find is that things begin to happen actually things actually begin to happen in a much more harmonious way, harmoniously, energetically aligned way. And this is very powerful. Now, the third message that I have for you in this video, in terms of why you should stop letting your energy field be manipulated, is number 3, understand this: nothing can affect you unless you let it. Unless you let it. No entity, no spirit, no person, nobody can invade your boundaries unless you let them. Right? We forgot. But you know what's happening in society? Is that we've let people invade our boundaries so much that we don't even know what a boundary is anymore. And some people call this empaths, or whatever word people want to use these days anymore. That's not normal. It's not okay. We've called it normal, right? We've called it normal in society to let people affect our energy system. I'm here to tell you and remind you that it is not normal. It's okay that it exists. It's not wrong for existing in reality, but it's wrong in the sense that it shouldn't be by any means acceptable whatsoever to let somebody invade your energy field or cross your boundaries in any way. In any way. If somebody's crossing your boundaries, you're letting that happen. Please hear this. Please see this message. Stop giving away your power. Stop giving away your consciousness and then blaming others for it. There's nobody to blame but yourself. Okay? Don't blame others for giving away your power. Don't blame others for putting yourself in a situation that lowers your life force energy. And I know it's hard to hear this sometimes because we really want to blame others, right? Especially when our consciousness is really swayed and ungrounded. We just want to project and project and project. Stop projecting. Pull back into your center and take responsibility for who you are. And then that person will perhaps thank you later, or they won't. But it doesn't matter because you come first. Your consciousness comes first. Your connectedness to who you are comes first. If you're not connected to who you are, first and foremost, there's nothing you have to give to the world. Nothing. If I'm not grounded in who I am, I have nothing to give you. So I'll talk to you later when I'm ready. And if you don't honor that, then you're not going to be a part of my field. I have strong boundaries. And if I tell somebody something that, I need a boundary and they don't give me that space, then there's a problem with that interaction. And either they need to honor that or they're not going to be part of my field. That's the point that I've come to. And again, that might sound a little bit intense, but it's like I've been through enough dysfunction in my life in the past to actually be aware that certain energies are not acceptable. And I've made clear choices and boundaries to say no to that. And I have that level of awareness. And I'm not saying that I'm better or worse than anybody else. I'm just here focusing my energy on what is working for me, and things that don't work for me, that don't resonate for me, I simply say no to that. And then of course redirect my energy back to what I'm resonating with. And I think that we've lost touch with this in society. We've lost touch with our emotional guidance system. I'm going to be recording a whole video soon on the emotional guidance system and how to use this to navigate your life. And once you understand this, you're never going to have a problem creating your vision ever again once you learn to trust your emotional guidance system. So this video is pretty much explaining that already. But if you want me to go a little bit more depth in terms of how the emotional guidance system works, leave a comment down below sharing what your thoughts are on that and if you want to see that type of video. Because actually, I believe that I have to even record a course on the emotional guidance system and many more videos because this is a very important topic. So leave a comment down below if you want to see that. And with that, I conclude this video. Once again, if you want to work with me one-on-one personally, hit the link that's in the description box of this video to apply for a free consultation. It's also going to be in the comments of this video as well. Once again, I do have extremely limited spots available for coaching. So if you do want to work with me one-on-one personally and take advantage of the opportunity while you can to work with me, be sure to apply as soon as possible. Also, leave a like on this video because I do actually believe that every single person on this planet does deserve to know that they are divine creators of their reality, and that actually they can manifest their reality and do so in the most effortless and easeful way possible. And hitting that like button does help the YouTube algorithm push the videos out to more people, and that would be greatly appreciated. As always, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.